Alright, YouTube. I figured while I wait for my food, I'm waiting for food right now, I'll make a video for y'all. And this isn't gonna be a normal video, you know. It's gonna be like a vlog. And I'm just gonna talk to you guys because I literally have like 7 more minutes until my food is going to be hopefully done. So if you're new to the channel, you know what to do. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying not to look too crazy because people are in their cars next to me and they're probably looking at me like, what is she doing? Who is she talking to? But so I wanted to get on here and I wanted to talk about what it means to be a friend, because when I was younger, I thought having the most friends was like the best thing ever, you know, like, oh my god, I got this person to go to, this person, like. But when I grew older, it's like I just keep dropping friends, like, not like they just drop out of nowhere, but like it's always a reason they drop. But it's like, you know, now I realize like you don't really need that many people in your life, because the more people in your life sometimes create more chaos in your life as well. And the type of person that I am big-hearted. So when it comes to like friends, I do the most for my friends, and that's my problem. I have a big heart, and I just think of my friends before I think about myself. And now that it's like I don't be around that many people like I used to be, I'm noticing a lot of what I did in the past and why things happened the way they happened. So like in high school, because I know there's a lot of people on here who are young and they're just graduating high school, or they're just entering high school, who knows, you know. YouTube is very popular to kids these days, and I am trying to be an influencer, and I feel like I have a lot of wisdom and knowledge in these areas and things like that. So when it comes to like friends in high school, yes, oh my god, talk, network, talk to all your friends, but just know, once you go to college, who's to say, you know, you're gonna be seeing that person. Like if you go to college and you're going to college in Georgia and you live in Connecticut or something, who's to say, you know, like you're gonna have that same friend. Like I personally, I went to college in Boston when I first started. So my aunt, hold up, I'm making a YouTube video.
Who are you talking to?
That's my aunt. I'm really making a YouTube video waiting for my food.
Where you getting
Carson's.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting some jerk
I'm
salmon.
about to go up in the hair supply shop and get my hair greased.
Okay. I was wondering who was beeping. I'm like, who that?
No, what you doing?
That's so funny. All right. The world is small and I don't come out often. It's always a pleasure to see family. But back to what I was saying. So like, yeah, I went to school in Boston and I had a whole leap of friends, like, you know, before I went to school. But when I went to school, you know, a lot of friends, they break off and they go their separate ways.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi.
Got a girl. Girl, I'm about to put a whole post on Federal Express. Because in the Federal Express, I got your plate number, stupid.
Oh my god.
I got your plate number, and you probably gonna be on welfare in a minute when I'm done with you.
Oh my gosh.
I was backed up into my car.
Oh my
I was
gosh.
backed into my car. Stops in the mid of the fucking turning.
Yeah.
And I beep. I'm like, yo, maybe he don't know I'm behind him. I beep. He's still backing up. I beep again.
Oh my.
This fool decides he must have thought he was in.
Oh gosh.
Jumps out the truck and comes over and starts screaming and yelling, telling me to back the F up.
Oh, for real?
He got the bird.
Oh.
I said, you're in the wrong, and I was able to go around him, and I got out of my vehicle, and I got my phone, and I went and took his license plate number, and then I called his employer, and now you're unemployment because you're going to get fired.
Oh my goodness.
Fucked with the wrong black chick today.
Beep, beep, beep. All right, Auntie. All right, love you. My aunt is so funny, y'all. She is a character. All right, but back to what I was saying. So, basically, when I went to college, I had a lot of friends, you know, from high school, but it was like I didn't keep in touch with all these friends, and they didn't keep in touch with me because I was 2 hours away. I didn't come home all the time. I literally, like, was gone for a year and a half, and the amount of friends that I lost, it's like, hey, you know, but it's not, I didn't lose them to this point where it's like there's beef or like we have any drama between each other. So it's like we just fell off, which isn't a problem, you know, but it's just like people who get out of high school, they think they're gonna have all these friends and all these friends are gonna stay with them and whatever the case may be. But it's like everybody goes their separate way after high school, you know, like some people go to college, some people don't go to college, and I went to college away from home, which some people love to do. So when I came back home, I did transfer to a school that was out here because I felt like I wasn't homesick, but I like being around my family, my grandmother, my aunts, everybody. And I just had to, like, you know, do my own thing and come back home. So I came back home and I made a whole bunch of friends in college, Boston or whatever. But then I also made a whole bunch of friends in this school. But then it's like you make friends in college and then you're all from different states and cities, so it's like, okay, you have this many friends, but then when you come back home you don't really see them as much as possible.
They didn't even have it.
Oh,
I've been waiting all this time and they don't even have it. She gonna order it for me.
well, that's
They
good.
usually have it. But yeah, girl, good seeing you.
Nice seeing you too. We gotta go on a hike one day.
Yes, when are you off?
Fridays.
Okay, I'm off this week too. This week I'm off, so we can definitely go Friday.
Okay.
All right.
If we go early morning, that'll be great.
All right, perfect.
All right.
All right.
So yeah, so long story short is what I'm trying to tell you is don't think like you need all the friends in the world, because you really don't need that many friends. Like, I can count how many friends I have on one hand now, okay? And that doesn't hurt my feelings. That doesn't make me feel bad, because I know I can count on these friends, you know? Like, you need friends you can count on. You need friends who are gonna put you in your place and make sure you're doing well. You need friends who are not, you know, slacking and stagnant. You know, like, if you're a business lady like me, you need friends who are just, I paid for it already, so I'm gonna leave my purse in the car. Bad idea. But yeah, so it's like you need friends who aren't stagnant, and you need friends who are doing something with their lives, because you don't want nobody in your life who's, you know, gonna bring you down and whatnot. You want people to bring you up, lift you up, and you also don't want people, you know, who have a, you know, like a history of bad things. But I'm about to walk back into this place now. So 1, 2, 3. So yeah. Okay guys, as you can see, I got my food. It looks a little different than I thought it would look, honestly, but I'm not complaining. It looks good. I can't wait to eat it. Unfortunately, I can't eat it right now, but it does look delicious. Oh, so actually I'm gonna take this way. It was a pleasant surprise seeing my aunt, and I'm sure you guys were quite surprised too. But back to my little story and my rant. So basically, I just wanted to let you guys know that you don't need friends in life, okay? Like, you can do bad all by yourself, okay? You really can. You get more done by yourself. You get to focus on your own personal goals that you have for yourself. You don't get wrapped up in other people's drama and, you know, stuff. Because with people, you know, comes their problems, you know? Not to say that you have to take on their problems, but as a friend, you know, that sometimes happens, and I really hope you stop for that stop sign. But yeah, so sometimes that happens, and you may not realize that you're taking on other people's problems because you're being a good friend, but you know, the minute you put your foot down and you stop taking on those people's problems, I'm sure they'll have a problem with it. But you never know, you know? So just choose your friends wisely. I say choose a friend that's always gonna, like, be there for you no matter what. A friend who doesn't gossip about other friends with you, because what do you think they're doing with their other friends? Gossiping about you. So, you know, you just have to be mindful and take note of how your friendships are, how your friendships began, and everything about your friendships. You know, like, you want friendships that are going to build your character. You want friendships that are going to, oh, wow, Mr. Truck. Wow, there's a stop sign. Oh, okay. I'm glad I'm behind him. But yeah, so long story short, love yourself and friends will come, you know? Like, the friends you need will come. Don't chase a friend. never chase a friend, never chase a boy or a girl. What's for you will always be for you. So if that friend is for you, they'll always come back, you know? So I just think of life that way. When I was younger, I didn't. I got into a lot of mess in college due to friends and me trying to, you know, be there for my friends and be the best friend that I thought I should be. But in the end, I realized that most of the friends that I had weren't really good influences on my life, you know? I got in a lot of mess with the friends from my first school. And it's, you know, it's all about the choices you make and the people you decide to be around. So I'm not going to blame them, of course. No one put anything to my head and made me do anything. But at the same time, they didn't tell me, you know, like, oh, you shouldn't do that, you know? So it was like, I'm just doing it and living life because I'm young and I'm wild and I'm free. But now that I'm older, I know that what I was doing wasn't appropriate and it wasn't something that was gonna lift me up and put me in a better position in life. Sorry, it was a piece of lint. But now, like I said before, I can count my friends on one hand, and that I don't have a problem with that. I'm happy about that because I have the right friends in my life and they all support me, you know? Like, I have a business. If you have a business, even if it's not booming and it's not off the ground yet, you want friends that are gonna support you, share your business, help your business, give you ideas about your business, push you to, you know, do for yourself. But yeah, also with that being said, you don't want friends that are just gonna want a free handout. So, okay, say you're selling clothes. Oh, can you give me this? Can you just give me that? Why should I give you something free when you're my friend and you should support me, you know? So it's like, I sell candles. My cheapest candle is $5. I'm sure everyone can afford $5 candle. So when I used to have friends and they wouldn't support me, or they'll say things like, oh, I got you, or you should just let me try it for free. It's like, how is that supporting your friend, you know? Like, the business that I have is to put money in my pocket. If I'm giving away my product to my friends, it's like, how is that benefiting me at the end of the day? That's more so benefiting you, you know? And friends, if you allow your friends to walk all over you and things like that, trust and believe they will do it, okay? They will do it. Like, being able to help your friends is great, yes. But if you can't help your friends, don't feel discouraged. Don't feel like you have to help them. You don't have to help anybody, okay? If you're unable to help someone, say that. If you don't want to help someone, say that. If they are your friend, they'll understand where you're coming from, you know? So that's my little spiel on friends. I know there's a lot of people who are like, oh my God, I am popular. I have so many friends, which is great. That's awesome. But also, don't lose sight of who you are as a person due to your friends, you know? I'm on the highway now, guys, so I'm actually going to close out this video because this person is riding the line, and I would hate to, you know, get into a crash on video. So, well, not even on video, like, period. So I'm actually going to cut this video now. I feel like I have enough footage for it to post it anyway. So thank you all for watching. If you like this video and you want more videos like this, want more vlogs with Dej, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Join the gang, join the family. I love you guys. Thank you all for watching. Put some feedback in those comments for me, and bye. Until next time.